up, everyone? How you guys, gals, doing? Welcome to the show. Later on in the show, I really wanted to address this. This was from a couple days ago, where a lot of the newspapers worldwide carried a title to their article. Are the Bandidos, well, actually, this is the question I'm posing, but they were posing that the Bandidos were white supremacists, right-wing type of motorcycle gang. And I wanted to address that because it has been bugging me, because I do know what they're trying to do to clubs. And that is to put them in the worst possible light that they can in order to give law enforcement an opportunity to do their BS that they do to clubs and categorize everybody as this right-wing type of deal. Now, with the U.S., under this administration, they say the biggest threat to this country is white supremacy. So I sat back and I said, wait a second, all the media is playing this line that the Bandidos are a extremist type of organization, which gives them power under the Patriot Act and some other type of stuff to make people's lives a living hell. So we're going to discuss that. But first, I wanted to get into some good stuff and some events as well. I guess Atlanta police motorcycles got burnt up or something. They pissed somebody off, man. Anyway, let's go to this one. Microsoft Start by WABI News Desk. A local motorcycle group hosts the We Ride for Vets fundraiser events. And today is the 4th of July. Happy birthday, America. Herman, Maine. Motorcycle riders and enthusiasts gathered at Central Maine Harley-Davidson Saturday for the We Ride for Vets bike ride and fundraiser event. Starting with a self-led ride at 11 a.m., the event continued at the Herman Harley-Davidson dealership, featuring axe throwing. Now, that's pretty cool. I want to try that. You know, coming from Chicago, we didn't throw axes that much. You know, we did shoot a lot of nines, but never threw an axe. Live music, bike show accompanied by the Smoke and Steel food truck. Local motorcyclist groups and organizations like the Marine exclusive riding group Jarheads, baby, United Bikers of Maine, and Bangor Hog Chapter and more organized the event. All money raised from the event will go towards the Maine's Veterans Project. We'll give you a quote before we go on. Since our first day as an organization, motorcycle clubs have always stepped up. They're actually one of the demographics that have been there for us from the start to finish. Among many others, comments Maine Veterans Project President Doc Goodwin, quote, "So it really feels awesome to have this community come together for a community of veterans, because I believe that we are very like-minded communities, the motorcycle organizations and veterans groups." Way to go out there in Herman, Maine. Let's go to some events here. We have Motorcycle Mondays at O'Donovan's. It starts July 10th at 6 p.m. through 9 p.m. It goes on to say Motorcycle Mondays is on the move in 2023. Our new home is an old favorite, O'Donovan's Pub at 2100 West Irving Park Road in Chicago. It's a good pub. On July 10th, they're going to salute the motorcycles from America. Ride in on an American motorcycle from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. and receive a free Motorcycle Mondays jacket patch. The best bike takes home the Motorcycle of the Month trophy. Again, what we got here? They give the address. Yeah, 2100 West Irving Park Road in Chicago. Now, July 15th, it's a Saturday, Christmas in July, baby. Toy run for St. Joseph Center. It's at Scranton, and it's at the Electric City Harley Davidson I guess Santa and Mrs. Claus are back, and they need your help in bringing good cheer to the kiddos at St. Joseph Center in Scranton. Here are some gift ideals for the children would greatly appreciate. They have MP3s, Bluetooth speakers, body sprays, body wash, Old Spice. No kid wants to use Old Spice. Come on. Come on. Glue, construction paper. It's going to be at, again, the Electric City Harley Davidson, July 15th. Registration starts at 10:30. Kickstands are up at noon. Registration fee, $25 per rider, $15 for passenger. Bring any gift above to waive the fee. If you need more details, you can call 570-483-0883. And they want to thank you ahead of time for the donations. That over at Electric City Harley Davidson in Scranton. Going to Atlanta, Atlanta police motorcycles burn and fire started by an incendiary device. This out of CW 69 Atlanta. Atlanta Police Department motorcycles were damaged in an intentional fire caused by devices set inside the parking deck of a training facility early Saturday. The Atlanta and Fire Rescue Departments responded to reports of a multi-vehicle fire around 2:20 a.m. and found motorcycles on fire. Firefighters at the scene found incendiary devices used to start the fire. The location of fire Saturday on Southwest Industrial Parkway was not the same as the planned Atlanta Public Safety Training Center that has drawn protests. The fire department was investigating, but there was no immediate information about any arrest or whether the fire was classified as arson. WANF has reported. Now, this is what kind of had me upset for the main story here. And again, this was from a few days ago, but it's been nagging at me and nagging at me because I have been, reading articles about this. And the two things that come up was far right biker gang. And let's admit, all these articles, they use the same titles and they just freaking credit whoever wrote them. Or white extremists. Now, the one thing about this whole thing is, how are they going to call the Bandidos a white supremacist gang when they accept other races within their club, Hispanic, Latino, whatever you want to say, or whatever you want to call it, that's who they accept too. So I don't think that they even had a right to misclassify this club as a white supremacist group or a far right extremist group. What they're doing is using that in order to, how can we say it, get a free pass on going after club members like they do down in Texas with the gang enforcement task force. See, it's a whole different level when somebody classifies somebody as an extremist. It's like, see, the Patriot Act has always been unconstitutional, in my opinion. And back then, when it first came out, I know a lot of clubs were fighting against that Patriot Act. So was a lot of civil liberties organizations fighting for it too. But now it seems that everybody's an extremist, and that gives the FBI, DOJ carte blanche on who they want to go after and say, well, they are an extremist group or they are white supremacists, and that's supposed to be our number one issues that we're supposed to be dealing with. Yes or no? So I can start seeing where it's all coming into play now. Because like I said, it bugged me for the last couple of days since I did this story. And a lot of clubs, and especially NCOM, you got to be aware of this type of language. When they start calling clubs extremists, that is code word for we don't care what you do to them. just do whatever so we get the credit as politicians. We told you there was a problem with these clubs. That's what they do, and go to their constituents and all that and say. But what's even worse is they're knocking out people that have nothing to do with that stuff. Now, I get it. A lot of people were offended. Now, a lot of you millennials or Generation Zs, you don't get it. Swazis were a part of the freaking whole club scene up until recently. Confederate flags were till recently, but that wasn't for the reasons that you thought. It was to scare people away from you. You didn't want to have to deal with society, so you put on scary, mean things and they would stay away from you, and it props up your image in a way. But now they're actually going out and trying to tie clubs to that. And the Bandidos are not an extremist organization. They just had themselves a photo op, and that came from Austria. That wasn't the United States. But did you see how the United States media ran with that story? Hell, Fox News did. They will do whatever they can to portray a falsehood in the public square. That's why it's important for clubs to start fighting back. You do not want to be labeled that because you think you have problems with the feds now. Just wait, man, if they label you that kind of stuff. I don't know. I just had to bring it up because it's been bugging me. And I wish people would start writing to representatives and saying, hey, clubs are not extremist groups. Clubs are not white supremacists. Hell, how are you going to be white supremacists when you're a Latino in the club? Come on, man. It makes no sense, but you got to start pushing back. And that's what I think everybody should do, is start pushing back on this stuff, because it's getting crazy now where they believe they can do it. We're going to go to the second half of the show right now with China Dow. Yes, it seems like alimony is no more in Florida. Oh, that must have a lot of women messed up, man. I'm telling you.
Is an in-depth look at the trials and tribulations of street gang and motorcycle club life. This isn't the run-of-the-mill book that doesn't give the goods. This book will go into detail of events that actually happened. All materials in this book have been approved by those involved. There is nothing poetic, nor is there any price worth paying for the life we choose to live on the streets. James Hollywood Machikari, Brotherhood and Betrayal.
Join the Insane Throttle Members Only Club on YouTube or Spotify and receive exclusive content Monday through Friday at 9:20 a.m. Central Standard Time. Your membership in the Throttle Club helps keep the show going strong.
Introducing the all-new service from Insane Throttle, Motorcycle Madhouse Radio. 24/7 and nothing but the best in 80s till today rock and metal, baby. And here's an added bonus. You can now listen to Motorcycle Madhouse Morning Show with Hollywood and China Dow live on the air. Go to motorcyclemadhouse.com and bookmark the radio station and get down with the king of bikers.